Hey guys, welcome back. Today is going to be our 2019 inventory. I've never counted my makeup before. I really haven't taken a look at my numbers until just recently within the last 3 months. So, I want to go by category, let you know what I'm at, what my goals are for 2020, and not going on like a no-buy, but I am going to do less because I noticed how much I do have is quite a bit, and I like to use those numbers down. I do get Ipsy once a month, which I will continue to get. However, I don't feel that is a buying thing. It's a treat to myself. It's $12 a month. You get 5 products. I can use those up pretty quickly. So I don't feel like it's going to hinder my numbers too much, and I don't feel like it's really, I don't know, bad for my collection because it does allow me to get more higher end brands that I wouldn't normally buy because I do buy a drugstore mostly. So without further ado, let's get into the inventory. So first thing we're gonna do is kind of how I do like my makeup on my face. I'm gonna start out with moisturizers. Actually, let's start out with face oils. I have 3 face oils. One's this itty bitty guy, and he's almost done. This is First Aid Beauty oat and cannabis stevia seed oil. He's just got the littlest drops in there, so I think I'll have him done by next week. I have the Hanhu Watermelon Illuminator Daytime Facial Oil. This is new. I just got it in my Ipsy last month. So I'm interested in trying that. And then I just bought the e.l.f. Hydrating Booster Drops this week. But I wanted a full-size oil as well. So, I'm going to try to use up 2 of those and only have 1 in my collection. That's my goal for 2020. I would like it to be a full size so I don't have to go out and buy a face oil until it's gone or almost gone. Unless I get one in my Ipsy, which isn't a big deal because I go through those quite easily. I usually add those in with my moisturizer. I don't put them on my face directly. I do have super dry skin, so a little bit extra oil added to my moisturizer is really refreshing. And actually, my skin's really soft lately. It's been really decent. I don't know if it's the mild weather or just because I'm moisturizing morning and night now. The next thing is moisturizers. I have 11 in my collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually, I have 13 in my collection. I miscalculated that. Hang on. Where's my pencil? My pen. Where's my pen? Oh, there's my pen. All right. Get it together, Tabby. Get it together. All right. So actually, I have 13 moisturizers in my collection. And I'd like to get that down to 6, which would be all full-size items. Moisturizers, like I said, I use day and night. So I should be able to get that down, especially considering like 5 or 6 of them are not that big. They're 2 ounces or less. So hopefully I can get that down. Moisturizers are a must for me. I am trying to find a moisturizer that is unscented that I really like. I like the e.l.f. moisturizer. It does have a little bit of a soapy scent to it, which isn't bad. I don't mind that. Right now I'm using Pond's moisturizing cream. It's the blue one. It's a little sample size like this. That one smells like old people, but I've gotten so used to it, it doesn't really bother me. But I would like to switch to a non-scented moisturizer just because scents aren't really good for your face anyways. Primers. I have 13. And I have 8 full-size ones. So I would like to use up my travel sizes, which 3 or 4 in my Project Pan for 2020. I'd also probably like to use this one up. It is getting older. It's about a year and a half old. And like I said, I like to use it up. I'm about here. I think I could probably use it up in a couple months. But I am working on the ones that are in my Project Pan that are all sample size except for one. I do have this one, which is also in my Project Pan. And there's not a whole ton in there. Probably the same amount as in my Too Faced one. Which is the only higher end makeup that I have for primers, I think. Other than sample sizes, which I got from my Ipsy bag. I went out and bought it at Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, so I only paid half price on it. I will not pay full price on that, but if it's on sale again, I do like it. It's a nice moisturizing. It has a great coconut smell. Absolutely enjoy it. I do recommend that one. However, I would recommend a deluxe sample due to the fact that it takes forever to use up the full-size one. Like I said, I had it over a year. Setting sprays. I have 5 setting sprays. 3 of my go-to Wet n Wild. I have one LA Girl that I'm trying right now. The mister is really nice on this, but the smell stinks, like super stinks. And then I also have the Joa Selfie Ready setting spray, which I haven't opened, but I wanted to try some more things from Joa, so I got this. And, just a second. I just had to see where my battery is at because it died on me last time. So, I want to try out the Joa Selfie setting spray, which basically I want to just kind of keep that category the same. 5, use them up, buy more if I want them. I'll try out a couple different brands, but always keep my go-to, which is Wet n Wild. I might switch the mister out on the Wet n Wild if I can, because I like the LA Girl mister better. It's a little bit more finer of a mister. Let's see, cleansers. Technically I have 6 of these. I missed one when I was doing my count earlier and realized it. I have a L'Oreal Clay cleanser, which I consider like a mask cleanser versus a face cleanser, like daily face cleanser, but it's actually an exfoliating cleanser, so it's a cleanser. I would like to use up 2 cleansers, which are my 2, I have my e.l.f., which I really enjoy, and I have the Burt's Bees Deep Cleansing, and I do not like the smell of it. Those are not that big, they're like 2 ounces, so I would like to use up those 2, and then I would just have full-size cleansers in my collection unless I get one from my Ipsy bag. So that'll be down to 4 eye creams. I have 4 eye creams. I'd like to use 2 up. One is almost done. I have the Skin Iceland, which is really nice. It's a brightening eye mask. I used it last night, and I only got like 4 hours sleep last night, and I don't think my circles are that dark. So I really enjoyed that. It is almost gone, but I would not repurchase it because of the price of it. If it was like super discounted, hell yeah. It's a great eye cream. I love Skin Iceland products. Almost all of them I've tried, I've absolutely loved. Except for the lip balm. The red algae lip balm sucks. It separated really easily, and I didn't like it. So, I'd like to get down to 2 eye creams. What's next? Foundation. I have 26 foundations. I have 3 in my project pan that I'd like to use. And then I also have this one, which is pretty low. I want to say it's like half. And then I have my Smashbox, which is half of a sample. I've used this a couple times. This has a yellow base, so I want to get through this. I don't have yellow tones to my skin. I have pink tones to my skin, so I try to use a neutral base. So I'd like to use up 5 of those, which will bring me down to 21. Out of those foundations, they are not all open. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 foundations open. So I would like to use 5 of the foundations I have open before I open any more. Foundations are good as long as you don't open them for quite a while. So that's what I will be working on. Concealers. I have 12 concealers. And I have 2 concealers in my project pan. One of which is the Smashbox come on, Tabby, let's talk. Studio Skin 24 hours. You can see I've taken the stopper out. Spoiler alert for my project pan, and it's down to the last little bit. This will probably be done by the end of the month and get it out of here. At first, I really like this. As you can tell, I used quite a bit of it. When I put it in my project pan, I want to say it was like right here. So I used like 3/4 of it before I even I have since recanted that. I do not like the coverage. It's too sheer for me. It's too watery, which is kind of weird because the Tarte Shape Tape is too thick and drying. So I need to find a concealer in between. I also am working on the Revlon Color Stay Concealer, which is right here. That's a little over half done. This is also my project pan, so I want to finish this one up. I still have the NYC cover stick right here. That's all that's left. I use this mostly as an eye base. It's my oldest concealer in my collection. I would like to get out of there. That's from my project pan last year that I didn't finish. And then this is also from my project pan. And this has a little bit of a yellowed undertone as well. So I like to get this out. And it's a little dark for my skin tone right now. It's light. So I probably do better with fair concealers. And I prefer really light concealers to brighten my under eyes. I don't usually go with like a concealer that's with my skin tone. It's usually 2 shades lighter to brighten it up. And then just bronze it to make it go. So I'd like to get those 4 out of my collection. So that would bring me down to 8 concealers. And I haven't got these numbers written down. I'm writing them down as I'm going over for my 2020 goals, going over with you. I'm writing them down on this piece of paper so that I can kind of talk myself through how I want to set my goals for 2020. Contour. I have 5 contours. I have 2 of these contour sticks, which are in my project pan. The one's almost gone. I have this bronzer stick, which is contour, and that's in my project pan. So those 3 I'd like to get done by, I actually have 6 contour. Those 3 I would like to get done by the end of the year, which would leave me 3 more contours to get done. That's not that bad. I think 3 is fair. I don't really contour all that much, so 3 is not terrible. If I do feel like contouring, I have something. I have had this powder contour for a while. It's a little too deep for me. So I may work on getting through this. It has a highlight in there. I've used a little bit. You can kind of see. But I haven't touched either of these hardly at all. So I'm going to try to get through that soon. That's by City Colors. I also have their highlight trio too that I'm probably going to try to work through. So 3 contours. Hopefully that'll get us down. What else? Bronzers. I have 10 bronzers, not counting the bronzers that are in my Ulta palette that I have depotted into my Z palette. It was one of their kits from last Christmas that I had that had eye kit, contour, bronzer, eye stuff. It was like $20-$30 originally. I got it on sale for pretty cheap, so I picked it up, did a review on it. It's down on my channel around like November, December of last year, so if you want to check that out. I can't think of what it's called. I got the one with the makeup container this year. It was like $20. I got it for like $15. Really enjoy that. I use that as my makeup case right now. It was definitely worth the money just for that alone. Speaking of, that didn't have like, it had like a blush palette and a little face palette, but it was only like a 6 thing. And I'm not counting my blushes or bronzers or highlighters in my face palettes. I'm just counting them as face palettes. So that's totally separate. So bronzers, I have 10, 3 of which are travel size, and I'm going to try to use 2 of those up, the travel size ones, this year. My Hoola one, which is 3 grams, which is actually the same size as my Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer that I just finished up last year. I had pan on that though when I started in October. I do not have pan on this, but I do have a dip. So I'm going to try to finish up that. I like this bronzer. It is a little deep, but I like it. I like darker bronzers. And then this is the Bahama Mama. I had to scrape off some of the dry pan, so that's why it's all looking like that. But I've had this a while, and I'd probably like to get this out of my collection as well. Just a sample as well. This is not for individual sale. It does not say how many ounces. I'm going to guess, oh, it's 0.57 grams. So that's not that much. So I'm going to try to get that one done. My other travel size is my Tarte Amazonian Clay. You can hear the dog being silly in the background. Don't mind him. He's off in his own little world. But my Tarte Amazonian Clay, I just got in my Ipsy bag last month or the month before. I used up my other one. I was super happy to get it. So I haven't even used this yet. But I'm holding on to this because I love this one. When this is gone, I will purchase a full-size one. And I don't generally do that. So that tells you I really, really enjoy it. So I'd like to use up 2 bronzers, which are both travel size. Hopefully I can do that. I know it's a Lofty Gold. They are powder. That'll bring me down to 8, unless I get some in my Ipsy bag, which I'm totally okay with, because I like getting new makeup every month, and it's a surprise. It's a me present that only I get, and I enjoy it. And I do the reviews on this channel, so you will see that coming up probably next week. I think it's in shipping right now. Blushes. I have 12 blushes, 2 of which are cream, and I'm thinking about doing the Pan Cream, Project Pan Cream collab. Alexandria, oh, what is her last name? Lynette or something. I'll have to look her up. If I can remember her name, I'll put it down in the comments. But I like her. She's doing it. And then there's a couple other ladies that are doing it. So I'd probably like to jump on the bandwagon with that one. But this is my cream blush. I've been using quite a bit. I do have a little bit of a dip. I got this in my Ipsy over the summer. So I'm going to try to use it up. It's the LAQA and Company Belighter. It's like a highlight / blush combo. It's in Preacher's Daughter. If I could read, this would be so much easier. Math's my strong suit, not English. So don't judge me. So I want to use up that blush. The rest of them are pretty full size. I'm not too concerned about using my blushes. I like variety with my blushes. So 1 cream blush would bring me down to 11, which isn't terrible. I did just get 2 new Ofra blushes in the last, I think since October. It's my first like high-end full-size blush, so I'm not interested in panning those. I use those constantly. I love them. Super pigmented. Now Ofra's customer service, I'm still mad at them for an order I placed on their, when they had their Black Friday deals going on. They said they had a gift set with purchase that you got, and they sold out, and I ordered it like 8 o'clock in the morning, and they were sold out within 2 hours. And we're not replacing it or honoring anything or letting you know, hey, you won't get this when it comes back in stock. So I ordered and told them I wanted a refund because that's crap. So I got a refund because that was the whole reason I ordered, because I wanted that set. But it is what it is. Get over it. I probably won't purchase from their website anymore. I don't know. But I do like Ofra products, so I can't be too Superman. They are high quality. Highlighters. I have 11 that I counted. I could be wrong on this. But I have 11. 3 of them are stick. I have a liquid, which I haven't even opened. So I'm kind of saving that until I get through a couple of them. I have 2 travel size and, well, 3, because that one's not that big. I am trying to use up 1 highlighter this year, and that's only because it's broken. This is the IBY Beauty, and this is the highlighter in Bubbly. It is 0.06 ounces or 1.8 grams. I do have quite a big dip in this. And it is a pink highlighter. I don't have a whole ton of pink highlighters in my collection, but I do like this. But I'm trying to at least hit pan or use most of it up because the packaging is just janky. So, I would like to get down to 10 highlighters. I don't think that's terrible. Face palettes. I have 5. I'm going to stay with 5. Really, I have 6 because I didn't count the Ulta face palette that I do potted, so that's really 6. I'm not too worried about it. I don't feel that's a ton. Not something I'm really interested in panning, but I will use. I may pan a shade or two out of the one I depotted just to get my Z palette freed up a little bit. I am depotting all my single shades. You hear the pen clicking. I have a issue with clicking pens. So, sorry if that annoys you. So I do want to stay with what I have for face palettes, which is 5. I have 30 eyeshadow palettes, which I'm not interested in panning those. I just want to work on some of my singles. And a lot of them are, they're 90% of them are drugstore. And they're all pretty smaller ones, 9 pan, 12 pan, nothing huge. I don't have anything like 50 pan or 40 pan. I don't think I do. They're all smaller. So it's not, I don't feel like excess. A lot of them are like 6 pans or less. Eye primers, I have 4. I'd like to use up at least 2 of those. 2 of those are travel size. I have this freaking fly bugging me, and it's driving me nuts. Don't ask. It's the middle of freaking January, and I have a fly in my house. So I'd like to get down to 2 eye primers. I don't feel that's too bad. Brows, I have 9 products. I'm not really interested in panning any brow products. I do have a variety, and I don't feel like it's excessive. I have a couple pots, a couple liners, pencils, you know, gels, wax crayons. Like, it's a variety. It's not just all pencils or whatever. So I'm not concerned with that. 9's fine with me. Eyeliners, I have 26. None of these are open, and this does include eye pencils, the gel liners, and the felt tips, and I think I have a couple liquid liners too. So I'm not too terrible about that. I do want to use up 1 or 2 of the, sorry if I'm moving it, I want to pull these out so I can show you. I have these set aside so I can use them. But I want to use up this one by Lord & Berry. It's super tiny, so hopefully I can use this up. And then this is the Ciate London Wonder Wand Gel Kohl Liner. This scratches my eyes a little bit because the pencil is a little rough up here, but I sharpen it and it seems to be doing better. But I don't have that much left of this either. It's about the same size as the Lord & Berry. So I'm going to try to use these up. It has a brush on this end, so it just looks bigger, which does absolutely nothing. It's just, you can tell it's kind of fuzzy. But I'm going to try to use these up. They are pretty old. I want to get them out of my collection. So I would like to get down to 24 eyeliners in general, which is still excessive. But, hey, don't judge. We all have that secret hoard. Mascaras, I have 20. A lot of these are sample sizes. Almost all of them are sample sizes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 full size. The rest are samples. So I would like to go through probably at least 4 of those. So that brings me down to 16. And these 2 mascaras are on their last legs, so I'm going to try to get these ones done, so that'll count towards that. So 4 done, hopefully. That's 1 every 3 months, and I don't wear a ton of mascara because I have naturally full lines, or full lines. Lashes, if I could talk, oh my god, that's what 10 hours of work does to you. I swear to god, that's what 10 hours of work does to you. Okay, and then we're down to my lip category, which is excessive. I only have 2 lips, and I don't reapply a whole ton. I do bring lip balm with me to work, so I use about 1 of those a month. So I have 22 lip balms, and I like to use 1 a month, which would make it 12 that will go on, so it would bring me down to 10, which isn't unreasonable. My kids do ask me for lip balms every now and then, so I do go through them quite quickly, and they're a dime a dozen. You lose them, whatever. I'm not too worried about it. Lip pencils, I have 8. I feel that is fair. They're in a variety of colors. I got brown, nude, purple, pink, and I think that's it. But all of them are drugstore, and all of them are under $5, so I'm not too concerned. concerned about that. So I'll just stay with 8 lip liners. I do have a couple minis in there I might want to try to use up, but I'm not too worried about it if I don't. Right now I'm really enjoying the LA Girl in Blushing. That is awesome. It's super creamy, pretty, love it. Recommend it. $3, I think. 3 or 4. Totally worth it. And then I have 78 lip products, which include liquid lips, glosses, lipsticks, whatever you want to call it. So all those lip products. So I have 78. I'm not interested in using all those up at all. I prefer to rotate my lips, but I am doing a lip project pan where I'm trying to use 20 different lip products at least 5 times during the year. So I can get a use out of at least a quarter of my collection this year. That's only 100 days of using lip products. So that still gives me 200 days to use other lip products. So I may just continue to rotate them out, but who knows. So I'm just going to stay with 77. So that'll allow me to use up the one that's in my project pan, which is almost gone. Hopefully. Let's see. So this is the one that's in my project pan. You can see like it's literally like bottom almost. So I think I'll have that finished up within the next month or 2. And that'll be out. That's pretty old, so I want to get it out of my collection. It is a gloss, and glosses go pretty quickly. So my total amount of inventory is 324 products. That includes facial moisturizers and primers and stuff. So let's see what we got. We got 11 and 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 33, 43, 44, 50, 66, 87, 88, 89, 90, 90 and 77 is 167, 174, 190, 201, or sorry, 214, and 11 is 225, and 30 is 255, 260, 271. So 271 is what I want to get my collection down to. So that is roughly about 53 items I want to get out of my collection. That is a huge feat. But most of these are travel size, so I think I can do 50 at least. 53 is not that demanding when it's travel size. We will see. I also am using up samples and stuff on top of that, but we're gonna cruise through these and stay tuned for my project pan update at the end of the month. Probably go up around like 30th, 31st, 1st, somewhere in there. Not sure exactly when, but stay tuned for that, and we will see you all later. I'll see you guys later. Bye.